Welcome to Ancient Edge, where we uncover the forgotten knowledge that shaped human survival across millennia. Today, we venture into the frozen forests of Scandinavia to investigate one of nature's most extraordinary engineering feats. Imagine wood that stands unwavering for centuries, defying rain, frost, and the relentless march of decay without a single chemical treatment. How do these northern giants achieve what seems impossible? The answer lies hidden within their very cells, forged by thousands of years of brutal climate and evolutionary pressure. This is the story of timber that nature itself designed to be immortal. The Nordic secret unveiled. Stand before the Ernest Stave Church in Norway, built in the year 1130, nearly 900 years ago. Its wooden beams remain solid, bearing the weight of history without crumbling to rot. Across Scandinavia, structures crafted from ancient timber continue to defy the elements, while modern treated wood crumbles in comparison. This isn't magic or medieval alchemy. It's the result of a perfect storm of environmental pressure and biological adaptation that turned Scandinavian timber into one of nature's most resilient materials. The secret begins in the harshest growing conditions on Earth, where survival demands perfection at the cellular level. The frozen blueprint of the North shapes a unique kind of environmental engineering. In the Nordic wilderness, trees face a challenge that shapes their very essence. The growing season lasts a mere 3 months each year. For 9 months, these forests endure brutal cold, limited sunlight, and frozen ground that locks away nutrients. Under such extreme pressure, trees cannot afford the luxury of rapid growth. Instead, they develop slowly, methodically, building wood so dense it feels almost petrified in your hands. Each annual growth ring becomes incredibly narrow, sometimes numbering over 150 rings per inch of radius. This isn't merely slow growth, it's architectural precision at the microscopic scale. This compact cellular structure creates a physical barrier that moisture simply cannot penetrate effectively. Water, the essential ingredient for fungal decay, finds itself blocked by walls of tightly packed cells. Even after centuries of exposure to rain and humidity, Scandinavian timber allows water to penetrate only a few millimeters deep. Without sufficient moisture reaching the interior, decay-causing fungi are starved before they can establish themselves. The cold climate doesn't just slow growth, it engineers a fortress from the inside out, creating wood that is fundamentally different from the fast-growing timber of warmer regions. Nature's armor, the chemical cocktail. But density alone doesn't tell the complete story. As Scandinavian trees mature, they undergo a remarkable transformation. The active sapwood, which transports water and nutrients, gradually converts into heartwood, the dark central core of the tree. This isn't merely aging, it's chemical warfare preparation. During this conversion, the heartwood becomes saturated with an arsenal of natural compounds, resins, terpenes, phenols, and resin acids that act as biological poison to anything attempting to consume the wood. These extractives function as nature's pesticides and fungicides, refined through millennia of evolutionary pressure. Scots pine, or Pinus sylvestris, produces particularly high concentrations of these defensive compounds. The resin channels running through the wood fill with hydrophobic oils that actively repel water, creating an internal moisture barrier that complements the physical density. Fungi require both moisture and a food source to survive. The resins not only block water, but make the wood itself toxic and indigestible. Compare this to tropical hardwoods that grow rapidly in warm, wet conditions. Their cellular structure remains relatively open. Their natural chemical defense is minimal because they evolved without the pressure of extended freezing that forces absolute efficiency. The contrast is stark and measurable. And genetic adaptations. Now these are the unseen fortress of the natural world. Beneath the visible advantages of slow growth and chemical defenses lies something even more fundamental: genetic adaptation forged over thousands of generations. Species like Norway spruce have evolved specific cellular modifications that enhance their survival. The lignin content in their cell walls runs significantly higher than in temperate species, providing both structural strength and resistance to microbial breakdown. Lignin acts as nature's concrete, binding the cellulose fibers together so tightly that decomposing organisms struggle to access their food source. Furthermore, as heartwood forms, the microscopic pits that once allowed water transport between cells become permanently sealed with resin deposits or mineral inclusions. These closed pathways create thousands of microscopic airlocks throughout the wood's structure, transforming what was once a living transport system into an impenetrable matrix. The metabolic adaptations that allow these trees to survive in nutrient-poor, frozen soils also result in wood with fewer readily available nutrients for bacteria and fungi to consume. Even the timing of traditional harvesting reflects deep understanding of these biological realities. Winter-harvested timber contains minimal moisture and nutrients in the sapwood, making it immediately more resistant to initial decay even before drying. Sustainable durability isn't just a concept, it's a commitment to building a future that lasts. As we look ahead, the lessons we've learned today will shape the choices we make tomorrow. It's about embracing innovation, respecting our resources, and, honestly, never losing sight of the bigger picture. The path forward is clear. Durability and sustainability must go hand in hand, guiding us toward a more resilient world for generations to come. This natural resilience offers, some pretty profound lessons for our modern world that's drowning in chemical treatments and disposable materials. For centuries, Nordic builders recognized what science now confirms: that properly selected and processed Scandinavian timber requires no toxic preservatives to last for generations. As we search desperately for sustainable building materials, the answer has actually been growing in northern forests all along. By understanding and applying these natural principles, we can really reduce our dependence on chemical treatments that poison our environment and our health. The story of Scandinavian timber reminds us that nature, given time and pressure, engineers solutions far superior to anything we create in laboratories. These trees teach us that true resilience comes not from speed or size, but from adaptation, density, and chemical sophistication developed over countless generations. If this journey into nature's engineering has fascinated you, well, subscribe to Ancient Edge. Share this knowledge with others who seek to understand the hidden wisdom woven into our world. The past holds countless secrets still waiting to be rediscovered, and each one offers insights that could reshape our future. Until next time, keep exploring the edge where ancient knowledge meets modern understanding.